Good morning, students. In a previous lecture, we have discussed about the ionization enthalpy. That is, firstly, what is the ionization enthalpy? Ionization enthalpy, or we can also say that ionization energy. What is the ionization enthalpy? That is the energy required to remove an electron from an outermost shell. That is called ionization enthalpy. Clear? In that, we have a discuss about the what factors affecting the ionization enthalpy. That is the factors. That is, first have we discussed about the atomic size. Second one, we have discussed about the screening effect. Third one is penetration. Fourth one is charge on nucleus. And fifth one is electronic arrangement. And this is the most important topic in our plus 2 also. That is the most important topic. And mostly we have discussed about if there is any question from ionization enthalpy or energy, then we can mostly discuss about that answer of that question is according to the atomic size or the electronic arrangement. In electronic arrangement, we have discussed about a half-filled and a fully filled. That is a half-filled and a fully filled. Clear? Mostly these are important that we have discussed any or explain any question. And second one is now we have discussed about the ionization enthalpy. What is the variation of ionization enthalpy in the period? Clear? If we are talking about the period second, then which elements are present? That is the lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. Clear? And if we're moving from a left to right, then the atomic size is decreases. And ionization enthalpy is inversely proportional to atomic size. If the atomic size is decreases, it means the ionization enthalpy is more. Clear? When we are moving from a lithium to carbon, that is the ionization enthalpy is increases because the size is decreases and the ionization enthalpy is increases. Strong bonding between the nucleus and the outermost shell. But there is a most important question between the nitrogen and oxygen. You all write down correct. That have I given you a question from this. That is in a case of a nitrogen and oxygen. If we are moving from a left to right, then according to that, oxygen has a smaller size. Okay? But smaller size, it means ionization enthalpy of oxygen is more. But there is exception cases. That is the most important. In a case of a nitrogen, that is atomic number 7, and in a case of oxygen, that is atomic number 8. Nitrogen has a configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. But in a case of oxygen, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. In that, in a case of a p, that is we have to fill the 6 electron. But here the 3 electrons are present. Half of a 6 is 3. It means nitrogen is a half-filled orbital. Nitrogen has a 3p half-filled orbital. And half-filled and any other fully filled orbital have a great or a more stability. They are a more stable. If they are more stable, then we are providing the more energy. We are giving the more energy to remove an electron from outermost shell due to more stability. So we require a large amount of energy to remove an electron from outermost shell. Clear? You have a mention that only this one, that is due to half filled and fully filled orbital have a more stable, so that's why ionization enthalpy of a nitrogen is more as compared to that of oxygen. But we have added one more line, that is due to the filled and refilled orbital that is stable in nature, we have required large amount of energy to remove an electron from an outermost shell. So ionization enthalpy of a nitrogen is more as compared to that of oxygen. Clear? Now we have discussed about the variation of ionization enthalpy in a group. In a group, we are moving from a top to bottom. And when we are moved from a top to bottom, that the atomic size is increases. What is the reason behind it? Why the atomic size is increases? That is due to number of shells increases. Clear? Now this is about the atomic size. Now if we are we have do the variation of ionization enthalpy in a group. The ionization enthalpy is decreases when we move from a top to bottom in a group. That is due to the greater atomic size. So how can we explain? That is when we move from a top to bottom, that is the atomic size is increases due to the number of shells are increases. So that's why we have require less amount of energy to remove an electron from an outermost shell. So that's why ionization enthalpy is decreases from a top to bottom in a group or in a group. Clear? Next question is here. Successive ionization enthalpy. Successive ionization enthalpy means first ionization enthalpy, second ionization enthalpy, and third ionization enthalpy. Means it's not compulsion that we have to remove the only one electron from outermost shell. Sometimes we have to remove 2 electrons and sometimes we have to remove the third electron also from outermost shell. According to that, that is if we are removing the first electron in the outermost shell, then we can say that the first ionization enthalpy. If we are removing the second ionization enthalpy, we have to remove the second electron, then we have to say second ionization. If we have to remove the third electron from an outermost shell, that we can say that ionization. Successive means that they have succeed by number 1, that we have continuously removing the one electron. Clear? In the next, that is a successive ionization enthalpy. How can we explain the question from this topic? That is, if I am taking the example of a sodium and magnesium. Out of a sodium and magnesium, which has more second ionization enthalpy? that question is that out of a sodium and magnesium, that is which element has a more energy ionization enthalpy. Second, that and we have to now how can we explain that is a sodium and magnesium. Sodium has atomic number 11 and a magnesium is 12. If we are moving the 1 electron from both, then it becomes 10 and it becomes 11. And if we want to remove the second electron from both, now we have to remove the electron from these cases, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. In that cases 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. Now which has more second ionization enthalpy? Now according to you, which has now that is sodium has more second ionization enthalpy. What is the reason behind it? That is the reason is that because sodium positive, we are talking about the second electron or removing the second electron. In that cases that is the 2p6 is a fully filled orbital. Due to fully filled orbital, it has a more stability and we require a large amount of energy to remove an electron from a sodium positive ion as compared to that of a magnesium. Because in a case of a magnesium, that is electron is present in a 3s and it is easily removed one electron from a 3s orbital to get its stable configuration. So that's why second ionization enthalpy of sodium is more as compared to that of magnesium. Second, if we are talking about the first, in a first ionization enthalpy, that is the magnesium has a smaller size and magnesium has a smaller size, so that's why magnesium has a greater ionization enthalpy as compared to that of sodium. Now if we are removing the second electron, in that case that is a sodium positive has a more second ionization enthalpy as compared to that of magnesium 2 positive. Clear? So that's why ionization enthalpy is also based on both these factors. If we are giving the answer of our questions, that is keep in mind that is we have give the answer according to the electronic arrangement, configuration according to the configuration, second is according to the size. Both concept we have a keep in a mind. Clear? In that cases, now look, magnesium has a first ionization enthalpy more, but if we're talking about the second, that is a sodium positive has the more second ionization enthalpy. Clear? Now I am taking one more example. Now chlorine and argon. Chlorine is atomic number 17 and argon is 18. Now in that cases, chlorine has only 5 electrons in a present in a p orbital, but in a case of argon that have a fully filled. That is a 3p6. In that cases, the first ionization enthalpy of argon is more as compared to that of chlorine. The question is based on any, that is we can say that just ionization enthalpy, first ionization enthalpy, second and third ionization enthalpy. Clear? This is all about our ionization enthalpy. Now next we are talking about the electron gain enthalpy. Firstly, we have discussed about the ionization enthalpy. Second, next topic here, electron gain enthalpy. Now, firstly, what is the definition of electron gain enthalpy? The energy released when the electron is added in outermost shell. Clear? Now, what is the difference between them? That is, in a case of a ionization enthalpy, that is, energy is required. That is, what is the difference between the both? That is, in a case of ionization enthalpy, ionization enthalpy or electron gain enthalpy. Okay, what is the difference? In a case of ionization enthalpy, that is, the energy is required to remove an electron from an outermost shell. Next is your electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy is what? That is the energy. That energy is released when we add one electron in outermost shell. Now, next is, in that cases, that we can say that it is endothermic process and it is exothermic process. Endo means they have absorbed the energy, but in a case of exo, they have released the energy. And ionization enthalpy is always positive, and electron gain enthalpy is always negative, because in that case the energy is released. Difference in both cases are clear na? That is, in a case of ionization enthalpy, energy is required, but in a case of electron gain enthalpy, that is the energy is released when we add the electron in a outermost shell. Now, next question is variation of electron gain enthalpy in a period. What is the effect of electron gain enthalpy in a period? And in a period, we are moving from a left to right. Clear? And in that cases, I am taking the last 3 or 4 elements, that is nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. Now, in that case of a nitrogen, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in that cases, that is a 2p3, 2p4, 2p5, and 2p6. Now, from look beta. In that cases, neon has electron gain enthalpy. Neon has electron gain enthalpy 0. Okay. In that cases of why the neon has a electron gain enthalpy 0? Because neon has a fully filled orbital, and it can either be lose the electron or gain the electron. So that's why electron gain enthalpy in that cases of in a case of a neon is 0. Clear? Now, if we are talking about nitrogen, oxygen, and fluorine, then when we are moving from a left to right, then the ionization enthalpy is increases. Why? What is the reason behind it? Because when we are moving from a left to right, now in a case of a fluorine, that is a 2p5, because it has only one electron. It has a needed require one electron to complete its octet. So that's why it easily gain electron to complete its octet. So that's why fluorine has a electron gain enthalpy is more. But if we're talking about the oxygen, firstly oxygen is gaining one electron. Now the octet is not completed. It also gain one electron, then the octet is completed. So that's why if we are talking about the oxygen and fluorine, that is the fluorine has a more electron gain enthalpy as compared to that of oxygen. But first reason is that they have a require one electron to complete its octet, so that's why it easily gain one electron. Clear? Second one is the reason behind it, that is fluorine has a small size as compared to that of oxygen. So in a case of fluorine, that is the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost shell is more, atomic size is less. So that's why due to the small size it gains electron easily. So that's why electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is more as compared to that of oxygen. And from this we can conclude that that is the group. If we're talking about the group 17th, that is the halogens, has a more electron gain enthalpy in a full periodic table. Clear? Group 17 is such a group that have a more electron gain enthalpy, has a high gain electron gain enthalpy, because in that group that is only one electron is needed to complete its octet, and they easily gain one electron to complete its octet. So that's why group 17 is a more electron gain enthalpy. This is about in a period when we are moving from left to right, and the ionization enthalpy is increases. Electron gain enthalpy is increases. Next, we are talking about the electron gain enthalpy in a group. When we are moving from a group top to bottom, then the atomic size is decreases. Atomic size is decreases due to the uh, due to the due to the increase in a when we are moving from a top to bottom, then the atomic size is increases. And if the atomic size is increases, so that they have a less attraction between the nucleus and outermost shell, and they have a less tendency to gain the electron. So that's why when we are moving from a top to bottom, then the electron gain enthalpy is decreases due to the size is increases. Clear? Second one is, if we are talking about a most important question, group 17, that is a fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and N. And in that cases, we are talking about when we are moving from a top to bottom, then the atomic size is increases, and electron gain enthalpy is decreases. Clear? According to that, that is a chlorine has a less electron gain enthalpy as compared to that of a fluorine. According to this, now according to rule, that is fluorine has a more electron gain enthalpy as compared to that of chlorine. But this is a exceptional cases between a fluorine and a chlorine. And most important question is there, that is a chlorine has more electron gain enthalpy. Chlorine has more electron gain enthalpy as compared to that of fluorine. What is the answer? That is due to small size of fluorine. That is due to small size of fluorine. That is, it is not possible to add one electron. It is not possible to add one electron due to small size, and there will be the repulsions. If we are adding one electron, then due to the small size, then the repulsion will be there. So that's why, that is, the fluorine has less electron gain enthalpy as compared to that of chlorine. Clear na? Most important question beta, that is in case of a fluorine and a chlorine. That is, the chlorine has a more electron gain enthalpy as compared to that of a fluorine. What is the reason behind it? That is due to the small size of a fluorine. That is, it is difficult to add the one electron, and there will be the repulsion between the electrons due to small size. So that's why electron gain enthalpy of a fluorine is less as compared to that of a chlorine. Most important. Clear? Next one we are already discussed, that is a helium, neon, argon, that have electron gain enthalpy 0. Why this element has a electron gain enthalpy 0? What is the reason behind it? Due to fully filled. Due to fully filled orbitals, they can either be gain or the lose the electron. So that's why electron gain enthalpy of helium, neon, argon, or the any element in the case of a group 18th or noble gases that have electron gain enthalpy 0. Clear? And today we will firstly complete the ionization enthalpy. Second, we have a completed, that is a electron gain enthalpy. In a case of electron gain enthalpy, that is, these are most important questions. Thank you.